Hey Ma, do you know what burst my bubble?
What burst your bubble?
Obviously, my mind, my delusions can correlate with emotion, and I can go from thinking people. You don't, I mean, yeah, I know you're staring at me. It's kind of like distracting me a little. Yeah, that's perfect. So I can go from thinking, somebody is like my best friend or somebody is a loving family member, rapidly to they're the bane of my existence. And it usually correlates with emotion. So let's say somebody is yelling at me, treating me unkindly in some way.
That you're perceiving that.
Okay. My mind can go haywire, and I could start to lose touch with how this person is good, and I stop seeing them in a shades of gray or white kind of way, and I can very much do a black or white kind of thinking, where this person can just completely turn into Satan in my mind.
But it's good you're aware of that.
Yeah, and the same is true if I'm afraid, like. If somebody has some sort of power over me, like and they're guiding me around New York City, for example, and I'm afraid, my mind can go haywire, and I can think, this person is secretly behind their mask, trying to hurt me in some way, which is not true, actually. And unfortunately, if you're going to get these rapid delusional mood swings going from, this person loves me to they're secretly trying to hurt me, it's going to affect your ability to have meaningful relationships because nobody is going to understand that. And, every time you get that, it just erodes the relationship more and more and more. I don't know, I know I'm definitely diagnosed as having schizoaffective disorder, but do you think this could be a borderline personality kind?
No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't think you have borderline personality.
Because it very much is black or white kind of thinking. Because usually, I know Dr. Garrett said, don't say that the delusions have passed, because usually it correlates with emotion. Maybe instead say, my emotions have calmed down, I'm not emotional anymore. I know this is a cheesy example, but it's often like the Incredible Hulk. Usually, I'll be passive, I'll be not reacting, and I'll be afraid, or like in New York City, and that's when these emotional tsunamis take over my mind, and my mind goes haywire. It's a little bit like Bruce. I'm like Bruce Banner, passive, kind, normal Andrew 99.9% of the time. But then there's moments where I see what's happening is going nowhere good. I see I'm getting emotional. And then I'll transform, so to speak, into the Incredible Hulk, where my mind goes haywire, and maybe I'll make a decision where maybe I'll, punch a hole in the wall, which obviously is completely inappropriate, and that could lead to a hospitalization, and people will say that's unstable, you know what I mean?
Okay, so what have you found in your experiences with these emotional tsunamis?
Yeah.
Stops them.
I think getting out of, if something is hostile or chaotic in some kind of way, it's best to get out of there, go for a walk around the neighborhood, maybe go to a mall, and maybe like a half hour to an hour from then, maybe everybody will be calm. Or also, exercise or